Yeah, so let's play the whole first phrase again. Going into that high peak, thinking about the length of the top note, as well as the fact that it is completely different color, because we're looking through your leaves into some new territory out there. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but let's try that same idea here, that the long notes on top get a little bit more force. Yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Like it? Yeah. I see a lot of people smiling. That was beautiful. Now let's try the pedaling idea. Can we get the pedal to help make it more humid?
More mud. No.
Why do you think mud?
Did you say humid? Yeah. I thought you said human. Humid. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get the...
I'm curious. Wait. I'm curious. Where does the mud come in?
Well, you're only going to get mud when you're really, really soaked. Humid. I like that. Okay, we'll make it humid.
Okay. Now, I know that these thirds are so delicious, but they are still competing with the top line. So can we make all this filler stuff a little bit less prominent? Can we try this going in one more time with the nice pedaling? Good. Now, there's two different ways to approach a downbeat. It can either be a lift or it can be an arrival. Which one do you think this is?
I think that should be an arrival.
You feel an arrival. Do you feel like it opens up, or do you feel like it lands?
Opens up.
Okay, why do you think that's opening up?
That feels like a jump up.
It's a whole octave jump, right?
True.
Yeah.
It is.
And what's the left hand doing? It's also lifting, right? Yes. So do you feel like it's opening up, or do you feel like it's arrival? And by opening, I mean lifting.
I don't know. I think lifting. It's not ending there. It's lifting and going on.
Yeah, I agree. And so if we infuse into that downbeat a breath, let's see what happens. Without stopping, just going right in. Do you like that? Do you guys like that? Would you like to try it the other way?
Oh, what way was that?
The other way was to land on it. No stopping though.
I don't know. I don't feel like landing. I feel like opening.
Yes. So, the questions that we just went through is about how can we justify our intuition, right? So not only do we make a decision, then we have to look at the score and say, well, it feels like it's a lift because the right hand and the left hand have these big intervals built into the score, and also because going from a minor B minor into a D major, it's a third up and it's minor to major. So for all these reasons, it should feel like a lift rather than a land. Yeah, okay, great, great. Let's go to another big interval, because that's really what makes this piece so interesting is da 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 piece. Okay? Da da da. Now I don't have a 2-octave voice, so I can't really sing it. But you can play it, and can you show us these juicy intervals in the same way that we just did that octave?
Okay, shall I start it? Somewhere in here. Only I got the wrong note. Okay, now let's do the oh, yeah.
So here again, we were talking about lift on a downbeat. So, and that's where the breath comes in. So if you can all inhale with us when she plays that downbeat, and imagine that your body is getting wider on that downbeat, so that your diaphragm is working on that to open, and then we'll see what happens to the interval. Can you give us that 2-measure lead?
Yeah.
When I hear a recital, I'm breathing with the music, and there's no shame in that. So this is how you're experiencing it physically. And when you're playing that, it just adds more muscle power for that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's talk about the pedaling there. Why not use the pedal to extend the bass and give you a little bit moisture in that air?
Good idea, and I'd love to bring out the bass line.
Yeah. That would be lovely. Let's try it. Your foot is very active. It's still changed after the bass. So let's try it right here. And everybody look at Ellen's foot for her. Okay, let's give it a try. And stay. No. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna start right on that downbeat, and I want your foot to pedal with my hand. Ready? And down. Yes, keep it down. Keep it. Go ahead. Yes. And pedal. And down. Yes, you did it. I think I saw a little bit of a twitch, like she really wanted to get out of it. But you didn't.
Start training. Twitch.
But you did it, and that was gorgeous.
I like that.
It was gorgeous, and he meant for us to use the pedal. Like Brahms didn't always write everything out the way that Mozart would have, but well, it's the support. Yes, it's rich. It's underneath. That was gorgeous. Thank you so much. So one of the questions that was in the envelope was, do you have any advice for adult students? And I would say that adult students are very special because they know exactly what they want out of their piano practice and their piano lessons. And so I encourage you to pursue your dreams and share it. I think that for adults, I see a great difference when there's a community that you're sharing your piano progress with, that you can feel comfortable playing to each other. For children as well, but children have a lot more options of social groups, whereas I think adults really have to intentionally make the effort to be vulnerable and to play for each other. And so I encourage you to play for piano groups. They're all over our Boulder, Denver area. I can get you hooked up if you need to. I also teach an adult seminar at Rocky Ridge the end of May, right after Memorial Day. And there, again, the community aspect is so important in feeling the confidence by supporting each other in a setting where you can play a lot. And really, there's no way to gain confidence except to throw yourself out there all the time. And yeah.